Hey, it's Brian at Legit Betting Edge. In today's video, we're going to talk about betting trends. Are they worth it? Are they worthless? They may be, and here's why. So a trend is, first of all, very simple. Let's say 5 of the last 6 meetings, the home team has won in this matchup. That's a very simple trend. 2 teams playing, the home team has won 5 of the last 6. You'd be tempted to bet the home team. But it's not that simple. It really is never that simple. And that's how lines move, though. A lot of people look at these trends and they bet the trends. But the problem with this is when you look at the 5 out of the last 6, you don't know what really happened in the game before they played those last 6 games, right? So each team, let's say the home team was at home for a couple of them, was on the road, had won, had lost, and come home. So there's a bunch of different variables involved when you say 5 out of the last 6 have been won by the home team. And unless you go back to those games that they played previous to the matchup of those 6 games, I'm talking about both teams' previous game to the matchup, previous couple of games, you're not going to really get a flavor for what really went on or how those teams were performing. You're just looking at the 5 of the last 6, using that as a basis of a wager, and that's a losing proposition most of the time. If it wasn't, then everybody would be betting trends, hammering trends, and winning a ton of money. So what's a better way to go? A better way to go might be to add something to those trends, okay? So let's say you like to use trends to give you an idea where to go. So let's say 5 of the last 6 by the home team. You want to bet the home team in this particular game. We're just using an example here, obviously. It could be any sport, any teams, whatever. What I'm saying here is you're tempted to bet the home team because the trend favors the home team. What you might do is this. First of all, I think you need a rule of 3. And what I mean by that is you need 3 things that you can hang your hat on, in my opinion, in order to make a play. So you're not going to just bet on the trend. You're going to find 2 more things that back that trend in order to be able to stand up on that wager, right? So it's like a stool, a tricycle, something, a pyramid. You need 3 sides to it in order to make it stronger and be able to stand with your wager and feel more confident putting your money out there. Otherwise, you're just burning money and you don't know why you lost. Okay, so let me give you a couple examples of some other prongs. So let's say you take basketball. So recently in the playoffs over here, you had the Denver Nuggets playing the Blazers. All trends favored the Blazers. Denver goes in and blows them out. So what you might want to do is this. If one's at home, one's on the road, maybe what you do is this, and this is simple stuff. You go in and you find what was their shooting percentage in the last 3 games on the road, if for the road team, and last 3 games at home on the home team. And when you see these shooting percentages, 2-point, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, you can kind of get a gauge to which way that team is trending. Are they shooting better? Are they shooting worse? Because teams are never static. They're always changing. They're always going up, coming down. They're just not staying the same. Now, they may stay bad or they may stay good, but they're not going to play as sharp every game. And so you want to kind of catch them on the rise or the fall. And what this does is going to give you an indication if that trend that you're looking at is rock solid. Now, if you see some discrepancies in, let's say, the shooting percentages, you may want to think twice about that bet. Now, you want to add a 3rd prong to it. So let's say your shooting percentages add up. You see these teams trending in different directions. You're sure that the home team should cover this, okay? But you want to do one more thing. You want to get one more prong in there. And what you might want to do is, and this is just simple stuff I'm throwing out there, you take this and become creative on your own. Maybe you look at, hey, what did the top 2 or 3 scorers do on the last home games and the last road games? Going to go back 2 or 3 games, right? You want to find a trend. So you're going to find the top 3 scorers, and the top 3 scorers for all 3 of those games. You're going to take the same guys on this team, same guys on the other team. How much did they score last time they were at home? The last 3 times. Add up those scores, right? So you got a number for the home team, you got a number for the road team. Now, generally speaking, in basketball, the top 3 guys, 2-3 guys are going to score the bulk of the points, right? You think of LeBron James, think of Jokic on the Nuggets. You think of Jason Tatum on the Celtics, right? So you're talking about guys who score big points. Kevin Durant. James Harden, those guys. You want to add them and then the other significant players that add a lot of points. And what you're going to do is put those points together and you measure them against the other points and you put those in a group, right? And you add the differences and subtract the differences. And if it's big enough and your trend is right and your points are right and your offensive efficiency with the shooting percentage is right, then you have 3 prongs. And if you have 3 prongs, then you can feel pretty confident going in and putting a wager that you like. And if it loses, hey, at least you got the 3 prongs, at least you looked at it and you felt good about your play instead of just using just a trend. And trends can go deep. Trends can go very deep. You might see someone say, hey, this is a triple revenge game. Okay, you know what triple revenge means? It means single and double revenge didn't work. So now you're on triple revenge. So you've lost the first 2, now you're trying for triple revenge. It's very silly stuff. Trends on their own, in my opinion, are just not enough. And if you're just looking at trends, you're burning cash. You got to add some extra depth to it. You got to add some layers to it. Life's about layers. These teams are about layers. Players are people. They go up, they go down. They have good days, they have bad days. And you want to make sure that you're keeping track of that in the best way possible so that you can win more games. Okay, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below if you want a video, want me to talk about something else in a different video, or even if you have a comment, good or bad, about this video. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.